Check. Ah! Always hear double. Alright, I need to make sure the chat's working. Oh, okay. Alright, it's working on Kick. Is it working on the UbiTubes? Is it working on the UbiTubes? Let's see, YouTube chat. Poop. Hasn't popped up on my stuff yet. Let's see. Oh, YouTube chat, not. Oh, there it is. All right, chiggity chat. What is up? My camera move, or do I just have a bunch of random shit all up in my room? What's going on, chat? How's it going? Welcome to a short stream. I'm back from Comic-Con, which is still going on, by the way. Comic-Con is still going on. It is not over. It is only day... Today's Saturday? It's day 4 of Comic-Con. Tomorrow will be the last day, but today is usually the biggest day, the craziest day. But I am home. I actually arrived home yesterday, but I got home late. I was house sitting, so I did not get to stream. And I'm streaming today. This will be a short stream. This stream will be about, I don't know, hour and a half, 2 hours. It will not be long. So probably just chatting, just talking about, you know, the con and stuff like that. And then I got to get going. I got to go back. I got a lot of work to do too. So I need to make sure I get to back to my bro's house to house sit and work, you know. I was gone for a few days, so got to get back to my job and start grinding, you know what I'm saying? Which was pretty stressful getting to... I was like working until like midnight the night before I went to on my trip, and there was just a lot I needed to do. Luckily, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna be on my trip, I'm gonna enjoy it, and then when I come back, I'll just fucking deal with it after that. So now that I'm back on the grind, I gotta work on a lot of stuff. But how's it going, everybody? How's life? Tell me what's going on. We'll get some few people up in here. We'll start talking about Comic-Con, because there was some interesting stuff. Yeah, it was a very, I had more fun going to Comic-Con than I thought I was, because I was trying to get out of going this year. So it actually turned out to be better than I thought. So that was cool. Bought some interesting things. Got one thing right here. I'll show you guys in a bit. Also bought some, I made up for AX, by the way. I made up for AX, okay? Or at least I made up for one thing. Well, maybe 2 things from AX. I think I made up for. So, yeah, we'll be talking about that. But I know it's Saturday. I know it's crazy. I know we don't usually stream on Saturdays. But I did want to get in here because I will not be home until Monday. I don't even know what time Monday. So I don't even know if there'll be a Monday stream. But if there's not a Monday stream, we'll make a Tuesday stream happen. So... But how's it going, chat? Who's in the chat? If you're lurking, no problem. All good. Let me know if you're on Kick or YouTube if you are going to chat, though. And if you're not following on Kick, you should definitely follow over there. I'm trying to get to 75 followers. Going good. Just did chores, finishing Black Mirror, and waiting for the new Batman News Weekly to drop. So, yeah, I am waiting on that, too. I am waiting for Clay to finish updating it, or have it completely updated, and we will be uploading it. So it'll be uploading relatively soon. Where Clay is taking over everything. I think we talked about this on the podcast. It is at 99% uploaded right now. So I'm waiting for that to be done. Once that is done, I'll let it go live on YouTube. The audio version is going to be a little rough. This week is going to be tough for the Batman News Weekly podcast because it was a week when I was gone. We recorded late, and I freaking had to I had to get stuff done. I had to okay, I'm sorry. I got a text from Clay while thinking about talking about what's going on with Batman News Weekly. Okay, what ended up happening is I went on a trip. Clay was taking over editing the freaking podcast, and the podcast was going to be late. We recorded the podcast really late at night last night. Well, not really late, but like 9 o'clock p.m. And what ended up happening is I didn't have my microphone. So if the audio sounds weird this podcast, it's because I was recording off some headsets. I was literally recording off my Apple earphones. So we were trying to get the podcast out to you no matter what. So it was kind of crazy. So yeah, this is just a shit show this week for the podcast. And you know what? It is what it is, and you just got to keep going. So, was the con better than the last? Was it better than when I went to AX? Yes. I had more fun at San Diego Comic-Con than I did at AX. That is 100% true and factual. Yeah, it was a better experience all around, for sure. I enjoyed doing a lot more this year. I also got to hang out with friends I haven't hung out with in like 3 or 4 years, so it was cool to go to dinners with them and just like walk around the con with them and just kind of shoot the shit. It was fun. Tried some new food. I tried some Greek food, which I'm gonna say got a little of the bubble guts while I was eating it, which kind of sucks. My new thing, man, the one thing I've learned is, I don't know if it's because I'm traveling or I'm still getting used to traveling again or whatever, or I'm just like eating terribly. But I need to get back on my healthy eating again, because my bowels are just not, when I travel, they're just like, yo, we just want to poop. We just want to poop all the time. And I'm just like, well, damn. So yeah, I made my presence felt at Comic-Con. But it was a good trip, man. It was good. Like I said, I bought one thing. Well, I bought multiple things. I didn't break the bank like I did this year, but I did buy one of these. I'm going to showcase here in a little bit. I bought some other things that I was supposed to buy at AX, and I also got some news. I talked to Tom King and asked Tom King a very interesting question, which will be revealed on the podcast. Let me guess, you skipped the chicken quesadilla. Unfortunately for I got sushi, and it went out in 10 minutes. Yeah, I didn't get, no. So what I got was, we went to some Greek restaurant, and I think it was Greek or Mediterranean, or I don't know what it was, but I was with some friends. They are very well-traveled. They've ate food from all over the world, and I was trying all these different hummuses, and like hummus was really good, and I was like, oh, this is nice. This is a lot of bread and stuff. It's good. And what ended up happening was I was eating this hummus, and then I was like, oh, they say the proper way to pronounce it is gyro, but, you know, in America we call them gyros, because that's the way it's fucking spelled. And I was like, I want a gyro. I've had one gyro in my life before, and it was delicious. And it looked kind of like a taco. Like, that's what it felt like. Just different type of bread. And I was like, okay, if that's what I'm gonna get, I'm totally down. Well, what I didn't know was what I ordered was not what I was gonna get. Like, for some reason, instead of putting all the meat and everything in like one big piece of bread, it was like a bunch of bread cut into squares, and you had to like put everything on it. And I was like, that's fucking lame. And I thought I was just gonna get one big kind of like, you know, burrito type thing to eat. And it was all of this food and like rice and vegetables and like this yogurty sauce stuff. And I was like, bro, I'm already like almost full. And while I was eating it through halfway, my guts were like, blah, 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 blah. I was like, oh, I gotta poop. I gotta go poop. And so like, you know, I had to go drop the kids off at the pool at the restaurant. And then I was like, all right, I don't know if my stomach's gonna be good enough to handle that. Luckily, it was towards the end of the night, and like we were all gonna go to our hotels already. I was trying to get an Uber, and fucking Uber screwed me, and they would not give me an Uber. They were like, no, you're near the convention center. We are not picking you up near that place. Fuck that. We're not going there. Your ass can walk. So I tried to get like 4 or 5 different Ubers, and I'm over here like hoping my bubble guts don't explode again. And I'm like, fuck this. By the time I get an Uber, this is another shitstorm. Another shitstorm, bro. I don't know if it was bad as AX. I wasn't as uncomfortable as AX, but definitely got some bubble guts. I tried some Greek food. I don't often eat Greek food, and I think it just didn't sit well. And well, anyways, I had packed up my food because I was like, I'll eat it at the hotel, and Uber wouldn't give me any food. I got pissed. I was like, you know what? Screw this Uber. I threw my food away because I was like, I have to walk very far to my shuttle now, and let's just hope I'm good. And I was able to walk all the way to my shuttle, get on the shuttle, had to wait a while to get to my hotel because I was far from the convention. And I finally get there without incident, and I'm like, all right, cool. I can actually go to sleep and stuff. But I will say, the hotel I was staying in, crazy. It had a pool. It had a like 24-hour like fitness gym, and it had a putt-putt green, which is kind of crazy. I was like, yo, they have putt-putt here? That's insane. But I will say, the bed, fucking, I mean, I fell asleep comfortably because I was so busy walking around all day, and I just fell asleep, and I was like, all right, this is cool. I woke up in the morning, and near my bathroom was this big-ass spider. And if you follow me on Instagram, you probably saw the spider. It was like that big. Just like walking around, no problem. And I don't know if I've ever mentioned this, but I try not to kill bugs because they're part of the ecosystem. You know, bugs are important, all that kind of stuff. I will usually grab them and throw them outside. I don't really do that when I'm traveling. So I was like, yo, spider. I was like, I'm checking out in an hour. I was like, I'll let you live, but you need to get the fuck away from me. And what really sucked was while I was waiting to check out, I like turned away and I looked back and the spider was gone. And I was like, oh, bitch. I was like, where'd the spider go? And I couldn't find that bitch. I don't know where it went. But there was like spiders and random other like a bug or here or there when I was in that place. And I was like, this hotel is fucking sketchy. And it, like, to be honest, it was like a hotel, but it gave me the vibe of a motel, if that makes sense, because motels often, like, they feel like the doors are on the outside, right? Like, you can just pull up and park in front of a motel and your room's, like, right there. That's what I feel like a motel is, and that's what this felt like. But usually hotels are, like, they're in a building and all the rooms are within hallways. That feels like a hotel. But, yeah, this place felt like a motel. So yeah, it was kind of weird, but I mean, it was okay for what I paid or whatever. And then I went to my other spot, which was a lot better. And that place was cool, but it was also like more in the downtown area. So there was like, you know, just like some sketchy people around it too, but everybody's all walking around like no problem. So nobody gave a fuck. Nobody messed with me or anything like that. But, yeah, so, that kind of sucked. But the con itself was pretty fun. Let's see. Once bought gyros every day at my college until I got sick of it in 2 weeks. That's how good it was. Imagine the spider came up home with you, bro. I checked my luggage to make sure. I've seen indoor motels. Really? Spider juice. Yeah, for real. It was a big ass spider. If you follow me on Instagram, you would have saw it. Okay, let me update this Batman News Weekly. Batman News Weekly should be going live any second now on YouTube. Not on, it won't be going live on whatchamacallit. All right, I'm making it go live right now. It's going to be the standard definition version. Also, Clay edited this, so if it sucks, blame Clay. That's all I'm going to say. I think it's processing right now. I don't know if it's good to go. I'm just trying to rush this out. It's already Saturday. I want this thing to be out. I don't need it to wait any longer. Okay, it should be dropping eventually pretty soon. We'll see what happens. But I did put for it to go live. Anyways, so that's, you know, Batman News Weekly is uploading right now. I think I saw the spider crawling in your backpack. Spooky. That would suck. So, yeah, anyways. So the first day, preview night, was kind of cool. It was busy. I was trying to get some stuff for my niece. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to get it because if you've never been to Comic-Con, like, getting exclusives are really hard to get. And I wasn't able to get them, unfortunately. And the thing that really sucked is I had a friend that was working the booth I wanted to get something from. And they told me that they could help me out the next day. We should have accounted for the thing selling out before she worked the booth. And unfortunately, I wasn't able to get it. But it is what it is. At least they tried, and yeah, I appreciate that. But yeah, I don't know. My brother's gonna have to try to get that stuff later. But so anyways, speaking of the con though, I was there and so Wednesday was I was kind of like, I was like, it's okay. Like, I don't know if I'm gonna come back next year. But I want to say Thursday was a much better day. You know, I was hanging out with friends. We were walking the con. I didn't have the bubble guts. Still had to go drop the kids off at the pool once or twice. But, I was just there the whole time because, like, my hotel was still far, so I had to stay downtown. And I was like, all right, I'm going to chill, and I'm going to try to find stuff to do. But I had one goal, y'all. I had one goal. And if you listen to the Batman News Weekly podcast, I talk about this. My only goal for Saturday was to meet Tom King. All right? Well, I also had a goal of trying to get those things for my nieces, but for my niece. But that didn't happen. But my goal was to meet Tom King. And I was like, I'm gonna meet Tom King. I was like, because I'm gonna ask him to be on the podcast. And so I had to wait. And the thing that sucks is before this, like, I was tired, yo. Like, when your hotel is not close to Comic-Con, you're on your feet the whole time. And you're just like, oh, so I was like sitting down. I went to a hallway and chilled for like an hour and a half. I was like, dude, I just can't keep walking. I was like, I'm so tired. And Tom King didn't go, like, he didn't have an autograph sign until 3 p.m. And so, I was there. I was just chilling upstairs. I was like, I'm gonna rest because I can't go back to my hotel. And I was like, you know what? I was like, I kind of want to buy some stuff before I leave. And since there was like 30 minutes until Tom King's signing, and I looked and there was no line at the time. There was no line. And I was like, all right. I was like, I'm going to go to this other booth and I'm going to buy something. And what I ended up buying was this. I'm going to open it up for you guys so you guys can see what I bought. Now, I remember, if you remember, there was a goal at the AX, when I went to my AX trip, was to find something Batman. Now, obviously, I'm at Comic-Con. You're gonna find Batman all over the place. So, just to kind of make up for it, I bought something Batman to make up for the AX stuff. Now, am I gonna keep this? I don't know. I might sell it. It is an exclusive to Comic-Con, if I'm not mistaken. And I decided to, why not buy something exclusive that you can only get at Comic-Con. And I ended up buying this Dark Knight exclusive. I think it's an exclusive, and maybe it's not. But I ended up buying this tumbler. And now this thing is pretty cool because it doesn't look like it, but it's like all chromed out. It looks like a basic little tumbler with the Batman, but I've actually bought these before from Jada Toys, and I have an animated series version of the same one. And they're pretty cool. They're just like cool little things you put on your desk, and they kind of just chill there. So I decided why not buy it at Comic-Con and, maybe flip it. Who knows? Because I know people love this series, and I figured why not buy something Batman. So this is what I ended up getting. I figured why not? And yeah. So I felt like I went all the way over there. I didn't want to come back home empty-handed like I did at AX, right? So I was like, all right, we bought this. This will be our thing that we buy. And then I was like, well, we're also going to get the Tom King autograph, right? That's also what we're going to do. And while I was walking over there, y'all, while I was walking through, because there's like an anime section, like the comic and anime section are together. While I was walking through, I'm walking and I see all these DVDs, right? There's like, I don't know, some lady has all these DVDs. And I'm all like, oh, what are these DVDs? And I didn't really look into all of them. A lot of them were like anime, Japanese stuff. And then I noticed that this lady has bags. And I'm like, she has like $100 bag, a $40 bag, a $20 bag. And I look at these bags, because a lot of people do like, what are they called? Like mystery boxes at Comic-Con. And I look, and she has mystery hentai bags. And I'm like, no way. I was like, that's fucking hilarious. So she had different versions of bags that you could get, that you would get like little special like hentai stuff in it. And I was like, that might be funny for a video. I was like, I might pick up something, because I told you guys at AX I was gonna pick up something 18 plus in the little scavenger hunt that we came up with. And I was like, maybe I buy that for chat. I don't know. Because, like, that was the only thing I had saw. That was the only thing I had saw that I was like, oh, that could make up for it, right? I was like, maybe we buy that. And then as I'm walking by, I'm like, all right, it's like 5 minutes until Tom King or whatever. As I'm walking by, I look, and there's this huge booth. I've never noticed this booth before. Maybe there was always people around it, and I just kept passing it. Huge fucking hentai booth. And I was like, where did this come from? I was like, what the heck? Where did this come from? And I'm all looking at it. There's all these books and stuff, and people are all chatting it up, and like it's just flat out right there on the freaking front of this big ass aisle. And I'm like, no way. I was like, maybe we come back here. I was all, but I gotta go talk to Tom King. I was like, let me go wait in that line, and maybe we come back to this booth after. And so I go get in the Tom King line, and there's like 10 people in front of me, and I'm like, dude, what the heck? I was like, this sucks. And at that point, my body getting a little flustered again, you know what I mean? Again, I don't know if this is because I've been eating so bad lately, or if it's because I am just nervous, or what the case was, but my body's all like, bloop, 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 bloop. I'm like, no. I was like, bro, I'm all over there fucking praising Jesus, asking for prayers. I'm like, dude, just let me get through this. I need to talk to Tom King. Like, I have to ask him this question. This was the only reason why I came to Comic-Con. So I go over there. Hold up, let me get what I need to get, because that is what I bought. So I go over there, and I buy this book. I buy the Trinity book, which is his newest thing that came out. This is his newest character that he created. This is the daughter of Wonder Woman. And I said I don't want to buy floppies anymore, but I needed something for him to sign. I needed something for him to sign so I could ask him the question. So I bought this book, and if I buy this book, it came with a free signature. So I buy the book, and I'm waiting there as he's talking to some other people. I chatted some people up in the line too while we were waiting. And I get up there, and he's like, hey, man, what's up? And I'm like, yo, what's up, Tom? I was like, here, I got this to sign. I was like, hey, man. I was like, I only came here to ask you one question. And he was like, oh, no, what? And I was all, what does someone have to do to get you on their podcast? And he's like, And I was all, the reason why I ask is because almost 4 years ago, me and a friend of mine started a podcast because you killed Alfred. And we thought it was so crazy that we had to talk about it. And then every week since then, we've talked about everything Batman, like, on the podcast. I was like, we cover everything Batman on the podcast. And he kind of laughed, and he was like, oh, man. He was like, well, I would, that sounds awesome. I would love to be on your podcast. So I'm like, oh, shit. Tom King said he would love to be on our podcast. And so, like, I'm already hyped as fuck for that. But then he's like, but. And I'm like, oh, no, there's a but. He talked about how Alfred actually died in the comics. Yeah, he's been dead for like 4 years. He ends up saying that he was but I recently fucked up and I can't just do podcasts whenever I want. He was, since I unfortunately leaked some information that I wasn't supposed to leak, all my podcasts that I do have to go through the PR team. So I would love to do your podcast, but you need to go through the official channels to get it done. And so I'm like, no. So, and we talk about this on the podcast, and like Clay kind of laughs when he hears it. But if you guys have been following the podcast for a really long time, we mentioned this in the last like week or two, but we don't get the books anymore. We used to get the comic books like in advance, and we don't get them anymore because they said, I don't know why. They didn't really give us a real reason on why we don't get them anymore. But the person that gave us the books is the person I need to go through to ask for Tom King to get on the podcast. So I'm hoping that there's not any ill will there, or there's not any like particular reason why they don't want us to have the books anymore. Maybe they're just like, oh, you know, they don't get enough numbers or something like that. I don't really know. But I'm kind of hoping that everything is all good and we can ask this person at DCPR to get Tom King on the podcast. So some good and bad news, which was unfortunate. Again, we go into this on the podcast, and I talk about basically the same thing. So yeah, Tom King has told me that he would love to do the podcast, but I have to go through the proper channels because, you know, he fucking let it slide that James Gunn was directing Superman. So, pretty cool stuff. That was my main goal. Like I said, I did get his autograph. It is right there. I have a few Tom King autographs already. It is such a weird signature, by the way. How that is a T and a K, I don't know. I don't know why that's his signature, but it is. It is a weird T and a K. It just looks like 76 exclamation mark. Maybe that's when he was born. I don't know. But that doesn't look like a TK. Maybe it's in some other type of language. Let's see. You should have asked Tom King to be a guest on Well, I just talked about all that. But yes, Alfred is actually dead. So anyways, I feel pretty good. I'm just like, yeah, freaking Tom King said he'll be on the podcast, but I hope the DCPR will let us do it. But he said he'd be on the podcast. So that is really cool. Then I'm like, all right, goal accomplished. I was like, I bought one Batman thing, got Tom King's autograph, and I was like, you know what? But I told chat at AX I would buy something spicy. I was like, let me go check out that booth. So I go back to the, I don't know what it was called, J18 or something like that. That's what it was called, I think, the brand. I go over there, and I see these two dudes. Like, there's people working the booth. There's all this stuff. There's a lot of people around it, by the way. It's not like people are shy. They're not like, oh my God, I can't look at it. I'm over there just like looking at the books. I'm like, they like actually let you flip through them and stuff too. So I'm like flipping through them, and I'm just like, okay. And so I asked one of the guys, I was like, you know what? I'm going to ask one of these dudes, like, what story here? Because there was a bunch of books. What story is actually the best and good? Instead of it just being like artwork, you know, to get you off. And so I asked this one dude, and I'm like, all right, bro. I was, tell me which story is got a great story. And this dude goes off to sell a freaking book like I've just never heard sold before. He's like, all right. He was like, I got you. What you're gonna want is this book right here. And he was like, the reason why, it's got a little bit of everything. It's got this, it's got that. Also, there's some plot twists in there that you're not even gonna see coming. And like, he's like going off, talking about how great this fucking hentai book is. And I was like, okay. I was like, what about this book over here? Because look, there was a book there that had some mommy milkers on it. And I was just like, I was like, that one's caught my eye. One of the other guys, he was like, well, that's kind of just like an anthology book. It's just a bunch of random stories. It's not really like a continuous story like this book over here. And I'm just like, okay, guys. I was like, you're playing a hard bargain. I was like, I will take this book that you are pimping out right now. And it was actually a set. Like, it actually, I don't know if you can see it. You can't see it. I can't show it to you, obviously. But I can kind of. I can show you the bag it came in. This was the bag. Look at that artwork, though, dude. Look at that artwork. They gave you this bag just, like, straight up. Pretty fire stuff. But, I don't know if you can see it. It's this one right here. There's a thing right there. That's it. That book right there that I'm pointing to is what I bought. It came in like a hardcover. It's two separate books. And I can't even show you. And then I just bought this thing over here too. I can't show that. But, you know. Wild stuff. Wild stuff. So yeah, it was funny. I bought the book down there. Like, this is exactly how it was happening. Because there was like all the books on the table. And then there was like another side table of just like doujins. And I was like, yeah, I'll buy that. And give me that book over there. Because I really love the art cover. And I was all like, yeah, I'll take this and that over there. And they were like, oh, this one? And I was like, yeah, just throw that in there. And they were like, all right. And they gave me a fan, too. I already verified this to make sure it was okay. They were giving out Ami Ami fans. Which this is just a toy store. So it was just like these little anime figurine toy stores. And so I thought this was kind of cool. It works. It's nice. This is pretty cool. I was like, no way they're giving out hentai flags. That would have been fucking hilarious. But it's not. It's just a basic little thing. What is Zdarsky also had a signing that day? I don't know if Zdarsky had a signing. I did not see his name anywhere. But I did see that Teenie Howard had a booth. I didn't see Teenie Howard there, and Teenie Howard's the one that actually writes Catwoman. I probably would have asked her something if she would have been there. I just didn't see her, and I can't say that I was actually trying to look for her. But, I mean, maybe they were there. I don't know. I don't really know. But yeah, that was kind of my AX experience. And then after that, you know, I went out with some friends after I bought the books and got Tom King to talk to Tom King. I went back to my hotel, chilled for a little bit, went and met some friends for dinner, and said some goodbyes. And then, like I said, I was giving my friend my badge so they could use it for the next few days. Went and met up with a friend, chatted with them, went to the Adult Swim booth, or I should say the Adult Swim offsite, and got this. This was, a big freaking thing that they were just throwing these around. I don't have the video anymore. I had a video on my phone, and I don't know what happened to it, of a guy, let's see. Hold on, sorry. I didn't know if, Clay's, like, sending me some stuff, so I'm getting, like, thrown off by it. But there was a guy writing a hot dog. Sorry, I was just trying to get back to where I was talking about. And they were you could throw these balls at him. So yeah, if you want to know what was happening at Adult Swim, yeah, you could write hot dogs and get balls thrown at you. Symbolism? Phrasing? I don't know. But somebody chunked these ones, like it got chunked out of the Adult Swim area while I was walking by, and I just picked it up and kept walking. So this is my souvenir from not going to Adult Swim, but actually picking up something. So I thought that was kind of cool. I went into Comic-Con thinking that this was probably going to be my last year. And I'm like, yeah, it's not as fun, as cool as I thought it was going to be. But I think if I get a better hotel next year, I'd be down to go. And I also think I'll only go like a few days next year, but try to spend some time in San Diego outside of that. Because I kind of wanted to go to the zoo and stuff. Like, I didn't have time for that. And so I think next year I will buy a badge. And hopefully if I get a better hotel, I will have that hotel the whole time, but also spend time in San Diego doing some other stuff. Because, yeah, I don't know. I think San Diego is a beautiful city. I'd like to go to maybe a beach or something like that, do some other stuff, and just not be at the con the whole time. But there is some cool stuff to do at the con that I didn't really do this time around. So... but it was nice to go. I didn't hate it or anything like I thought I was. It was a better experience than AX. But again, I wasn't feeling great during AX. If I had an extra day of AX, maybe I thought AX would have been cooler. But yeah, it was just nice to meet up with friends again. Because I hadn't seen them in years. Met some new people too, which was cool. And it was a good time. It was a good fucking time. So, it was nice, you know? Good stuff. All right, let me read these messages from Clay, because he's talking about his internet sucks or some shit. Let's see. 3 minutes on Dropbox. All right. Dude, met any chicks? No. Not any new ones. I met a lot of my friends that I had there. I just wasn't there long enough, man. Although I did download the dating apps, because what I was gonna do is a lot of those dating apps have like friends, like if you're looking for people to hang out with. And because I didn't know what I was gonna do on Thursday. I thought I was just gonna do preview night, maybe buy all my shit, and then not do anything Thursday and go to the zoo. I was literally thinking about setting up profiles and being like, yo, who wants to go to the zoo? Like, I was genuinely thinking about that. And I was like, it could be just, I could set up a stupid, funny profile, and I'll see if anybody wants to go to the zoo. And unfortunately, my internet kind of sucked at the hotel, so trying to like upload stuff was really garbage. And so I didn't get to make the profiles, and then I was like, fuck it. I was like, I'll go hang out with my friends during the day, and then we'll see what happens. And I also wanted to talk to Tom King. So I ended up just going to the con. I didn't go to the zoo or anything like that. But maybe in the future. I will say, when I was on those dating apps, there was some very pretty ladies. So California, like, every woman there just seems like they're a supermodel. It's insane. Maybe that's good, maybe that's bad, but it's like everybody knows how to take like professional photos. It's crazy. But there wasn't like any of the big cosplayers and stuff there. They weren't there yet. If they were, I never saw them at the con. Usually a lot of big cosplayers get there like on Friday and do Saturday and Sunday for cosplay stuff. They're not there the first 2 days most of the time. So, you know, it is what it is. But no, I didn't meet any like new chicks or anything like that. Bum 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 bum. But I was kind of all over the place, so it was fun. It was cool. Good time. Let's see. Let me check. Did the Batman News Weekly go live? Let's see. I'm trying to make sure because Clay's like freaking out about the podcast and stuff. He's like, oh man, I can't do this. Batman News Weekly. I don't think the new ones went live yet. Damn, it hasn't went live yet. What the fuck? What's going on here? Pending? I already put it to go public. All right, I don't know when the podcast is going to go live, but it will go live eventually. Speaking of that, I wonder if I can upload the podcast now to... Ooh, I don't know if I should upload and stream at the same time. Is that the Tom King one? Is that the one where I talk about meeting Tom King? Yes, we're waiting for that to go live. But I don't have it. It's not going to be live yet on the podcast. It's not going to be live on, like, Spotify, I mean. I'm trying to see if I can upload it right now. Clay took over the editing this week, so... Let's see... Shit. Oh, man, I don't know where he would have put it in the... Wait, hold on. Oh, shit. I didn't mean to upload that. You know what? I don't know if this is just audio. Oh, my audio sounds like shit. That's not so bad. All right. Hey, man, the podcast is what it is. All right, I think the audio version will not have video on Spotify this week, just because it is yeah, we got a lot going on. Hey, it's raw. Yeah, it's all good. I actually meant the original podcast video. If your internet sucks that bad, Clay, what we're gonna have to do is you're probably just gonna have to edit the videos and. Yeah, because I don't know how we're going to do this. I didn't know if your internet was that bad. Are you doing it on Wi-Fi? Or are you doing it through Ethernet cables? Because, like, I just don't... Like, Ethernet, I feel like, should be so much faster. Unless you were uploading via Wi-Fi. Anyways, I guess until we find out a better solution, you might have to edit it and then... I have to upload it, I guess. Which kind of sucks, because that defeats the purpose of, I mean, I'm still in the process of having to do something, which sucks, but we'll have to figure it out. I don't know why it's taking forever on my end. Are you still processing Wi-Fi? I can look for my adapter for my MacBook. Yeah, you shouldn't do it on Wi-Fi. You shouldn't upload via Wi-Fi. You should try to find... You need to really move... I'm assuming you're working on your Mac still. You need to move everything to your PC. Like, I'm assuming your PC is connected to Ethernet. You should be doing all your editing on your PC. Unless your Mac... I don't know why your Mac would be so much faster. I feel like you have a custom PC, right? So it should work just fine. But yeah, you need to do that, because I would think that would go a lot faster. I do everything from my PC. I only work on my laptop if it's necessary, very last second. Try to hit upload on... Well, here's the thing. On my end, I've already uploaded the thumbnail, the title, and everything. You should be able to refresh it. But it's not letting it go through. The processing shouldn't matter. That just means it's not going to be HD. So the podcast can go live, but I don't know if it's because it's on your end that it's not going live. I already pressed go live. So I don't know what's happening there. Sorry, guys. I'm just trying to upload all this stuff. I need to copy all this stuff over. This first one is not going to even have... I'm going to have to do this later. Sorry, this is how crazy it's been. We have a lot going on. Let's go now. Yes. I don't even have a thumbnail right now. Processing is still happening. It says 2 hours left. Processing just means the HD version, Clay. You should be able to hit OK to go to the next thing. That just means processing. It's just not going to have the highest quality. Yeah, the highest quality doesn't matter right now. Let's see. I gotta set up some ad breaks. Bum, 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 bum. Yeah, we're still figuring out a lot of stuff, chat. Sorry if this is, not the best situation, but... Or the best stream at the moment. I just need to get all of this out. Throwing the ads on the Spotify version. That was 110. I don't even know how long this podcast is. Was it 2 hours? Oh shit, I put 20 hours. I don't even know this podcast hit 2 hours. Oh well. I inserted some ads. Review next. At least this one pretty fast. All right, there's not going to be a thumbnail for this particular one. I don't have my laptop here, so I'm going to have to edit it later. All right, so the podcast should be going live on Spotify as well already. So just like that. Yo, what up, Complex? All right, hold up. I'm checking out what Clay's sending me now. It says HD version is needing to process. It says the SD version. I don't know what's going on. Yo, what up, Complex? Hey, boys and not boys. What's up? We're sorry. I was like trying to deal with some podcast stuff that we had to deal with. All right, so I guess that's just gonna take a while to process, guys. Clay's got the dial-up internet. Sorry, I wasn't expecting it. Let's get some juice. Yes, yes, yes. Hey, is it the yes chants from WWE? Or they're probably in AEW now, but... Yeah, Complex, you missed it. We were talking about how I met Tom King and got his autograph and asked him to be on the podcast, which is kind of cool. I talked about how I bought this Batman Tumblr figure, which is in here. I showed it earlier. And how I picked up some freaking, hentai from some Japan booth because I didn't get any when I went to AX, and I said I was going to buy some for chat. So, well, buy it for a thing that I came up with chat. So, I bought them, like, you can't tell, but it's that box that's right there. Right there, and then there's, like, a thing right here, too, that I bought that obviously I can't show them on stream, but, I bought them. They're there. Which I think is pretty funny. It was just the way the guy sold me on the book was just so perfect. He was just so passionate about it. I don't care what it is. I think people that speak with passion are just awesome. Like, and I'm not like, and I don't mean douchey, There's a lot of people that are douchey when they talk about stuff. But when somebody is just, like, genuinely passionate about something, like, you can just feel the vibe. And that's how this person was about hentai, man. And it doesn't matter what it is. If you're passionate, you're passionate. And I liked it. So I was like, you know what? I want to support this brand. It was pretty funny. But there was a lot of anime stuff. Surprisingly, I never really noticed it. I've been to Comic-Con so much. But it's funny. It wasn't until COVID that I got really into anime again. And, yeah, I don't know. Going to the convention this time, I was like, holy shit, there's a lot of anime here. And it was pretty cool. So there was actually stuff. There was a lot of, like, obviously One Piece and stuff. But, you know, the Dragon Ball Z had a booth. And, you know, there was all this really cool stuff that was there for anime. And I was like, man, see, this is cool. Like, Comic-Con is so much more than just comics, which I think is dope. Wonder Woman's daughter is hot. Yeah, she's not bad. She's pretty cool in the comics. I mean, she hasn't really been in the comics that much, but yeah, it was nice to get you know, a floppy signed. Again, I'm kind of done with floppies. Also, yo, I tipped so much this weekend. Like, all my drivers that I had for Uber, like, I didn't max tip because if you want to, you can technically enter in better tips. But, like, you get, like, 1, 3, 5 for tips. And I pretty much max tipped, like, everybody, which is, like, $5. And I was like... And I just hate tipping. Like, and I don't hate tipping because I don't want to do it. I just hate the idea that, like, yo, if I don't tip, or if I don't give a good tip, like, this probably makes this person's life a little shittier. Because they probably rely on tips. And I just hate that idea. I hate that feeling. I think I talk about this on the podcast, too. I hate the feeling of, like, I have to decide what somebody's worth instead of the fucking company they work for, which I think is dog shit. And, yeah, I would love to see freaking tipping and floppy comics go away in the future. Other countries don't do tipping. So, like, America needs to change that shit. You know what I mean? We don't need tipping anymore, man. People need to fucking just be like, you know what, this is what you get paid hourly and you do a job. And that's it. You know what I mean? I feel like that would be the best thing. If people still want to tip after that, cool. You know? I wouldn't mind giving a tip to somebody that does a good job. But I just don't like the obligation that you feel like you should. And you have to. Like, that sucks. I like giving a little extra if somebody does a really good job. I think that's cool. I think it's a nice way to pay it forward, you know? But being obligated and, like, it being weird. I don't know if you guys saw this. This is what pissed me off. I'll show you guys why I'm kind of, like, soured on tipping. This person, let's see. Pizza guy tip. This video right here, bro. This pisses me off about tipping. Look at this guy right here. Check this out.
Pizza delivery, but the
Check this out.
and he has some strong words for the homeowner.
I just want to say it's a nice house for a $5 tip.
You're welcome.
That was rude. The total
Like-
cost of her order.
Like, bro, just because somebody has a nice house, like, doesn't mean you deserve a good tip. You know what I mean? Like, I understand they maybe have the ability to do that, but, like, to go out of your way and say that is just, like, straight fucked up. Obviously, if you have a picture of what you think this person looks like, that's what they look like. But, like, I just think that's so fucked, dude. Like, really? You're gonna get over here and bitch? Like, here's the thing. The idea of tipping, right? The whole total with the $5 came out to $30. The original before the tip, you're going to be paying what? $5, so that is 20, you know, 25.80. That's already, if you're breaking it up into fives, they tipped 20%. Literally tipped 20%. which is supposed to be the good amount or minimum you should be tipping anybody. And they tipped it. And this guy fucking makes that comment of like, this is a nice house for a $5 tip. And then he says, fuck you to the person. I hope he got fired.
breadsticks and a medium pizza, $22.78.
Okay, so it's
the
even less.
$5 she gave the DoorDash delivery guy comes out to 22%.
Which is good. That is average.
Sounds pretty reasonable.
Yeah.
Call him ungrateful. Call him ungrateful, not nice.
He was absolutely rude.
I spoke to the homeowner, mom of two, Lacey Percival of Kempner, Texas.
He could have been having a bad
It
day.
would be in
He took it out
Texas.
on me.
I just want to say
Like, fuck this guy. I hope he got fired.
it's a nice house for a $5.
That your house was nice. That seemed unfair.
100%. And I am in life.
Bare minimum for delivery, you want to be tipping anywhere from 10 to 15%. Now,
It was
if you've got
more!
a really small order, you should not be tipping any less than $3 to $5 for a delivery.
Which is exactly what Lacey did.
Yeah.
She has this message for her unhappy pizza guy.
If you didn't like it, then I'm sorry. Maybe go find a different job that
Yeah.
pays more.
I just want to say it's a nice house for a $5.
To find a new job, DoorDash tells us they fired him. They also say they've given Lacey
Suck it.
$80 of credit to use toward.
Suck it. That's what you get. You get, look, I'm sorry if you had a bad day, but like, even in my worst day, I never made fucked up comments like that to people. The only time anybody got my wrath was when they were a complete and utter asshole. Only time that anybody ever got that when I was working on stuff. So like, fuck that guy. Glad he got fired. Go find a better job, bro. Like, the hell? You got a 22% tip. Like, it isn't, that's insanity. So, like, I legit hate tipping. And I was talking about it. I talk about it on the podcast, man. I went to Starbucks the other day, and I went through the drive-thru, and they asked me to tip, bro. They asked me to tip. So if it would be a shithole, would he tip the homeowner? Yeah, right? Like, I don't know, man. It's so fucking, tipping culture is so bad. And here's the thing. A lot of people think tipping culture, the reason why it should stay, I don't know why I did that, quotes for staying, is because they're like, you get better service if you give good tips. No, you don't. There's no, like, guarantee. The only time you get really good tips for, I guess, better service is if you're in, like, a high-end restaurant. I guarantee you, just go talk to any waiters. They've probably had, like, some of their, like, they could have the best, like, you know, attitude and everything, and they still get stiffed on tips. I guarantee you. Because there are some people that just don't fucking want to tip you, or they can't afford to tip you, or anything like that. And so, like, I don't like this idea that, like, oh yeah, it provides better service is a bullshit lie that businesses want you to believe because they don't want to pay their employees. That's why. And I don't know, and there's a lot of people that believe it. There's a lot of people that believe, like, oh yeah, like, yeah, it does bring better service. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. I'm an EU dude, so I don't get tips at all. Exactly, right? So, like, it's just, I don't know, man. But, like, I don't know what your minimum payment is, Complex. But, like, in America, like, fast food chains that have waiters, like, there's this brand called Sonic. I don't know. I doubt y'all have Sonic in Europe. I could be wrong. Y'all have a lot of other things that are American. But there's this place called Sonic, and Sonic has these waiters that come out and just bring you your food. Waiters. It's just employees that bring you out your food that you could park there and eat if you want to, but they don't keep coming to your car and asking, like, oh, do you want a refill? Do you want anything else? Can I do more for you? The way it works is you press a button and the person comes to you. But, like, a lot of people just press the button, order their food, and leave. But they pay those kids, like, $2, $2.50 an hour or whatever, like a waiter is, and they're supposed to be making money off tips. A lot of people don't even know those employees are waiters. I just learned that like 2 years ago. And I'm like, bro, what? I was like, those kids are waiters? Made no sense to me. But it's because Sonic has come out and they're like, they don't want to pay their employees. Like, it's garbage. So, like, I don't know. I tipped so much these last 2 days. I just think it's bullshit. And I'm like tipping 50%, man. Some of my freaking Uber rides were $10 and I'm tipping $5. I was tipping 50%. Like, it sucks. And I'm not made of money or anything like that, but I'm like, you know, the person was cool. I'll give him $5. But it still sucks. Because in my mind, I'm like, you know, it's probably going to help them out more. That's like a nice cold drink or something. Maybe like a burger, depending on where you go. I just don't like the idea of it, though. It sucks. All right, let's see. Any update on this video? Okay, wait. It says it's public, but I don't think it's live yet. But yeah, tipping sucks. All right, the Batman News Weekly is officially live. It is officially live. All right, cool. But yeah, but it was fun, you know, going to Comic-Con. I know there's a lot of stuff still coming out. No celebrities. I didn't run into any celebrities. I actually, one of my Uber drivers was a director, which is crazy. So they said they were shooting a movie and their studio is working for a pilot, or working on a pilot too. So that writer strike and actor strike is affecting a lot of people. Sup, Juice? Just watched the new Invincible thing. Cool, man. I haven't seen anything on the Invincible stuff. I wasn't paying attention to any of that. Like, I mean, I'll watch those when they come out. I mean, I'm not like a super duper crazy fan, but I mean, they're enjoyable. I think The Boys and Invincible and stuff, those are good shows. The only thing I don't like about them is how people treat those shows as like they're the first of their kind. Like they're the first like comic book or superhero show that is like fucked up and crazy like that, which it's not the case. People didn't see like Assassination Classroom and Happy. Happy was a crazy show. Like crazier than The Boys, I think. The Boys has definitely dialed it up, but Happy, for being on television, was fucking crazy. It was like weird. It had like weird stuff just like The Boys does. Happy was a dope show. Unfortunately, it got canceled, but I highly recommend anybody, I highly recommend people to watch Happy. Happy was dope. I wish that show would come back. It's not going to, but it was a good fucking show. I forgot about Happy. Happy was great, man. Happy was nuts. That show was 5 years ago. Happy and Assassination Classroom was good. Well, is it called Assassination Classroom? Assassination Classroom. No, it was called something else. Assassination Classroom's the manga. What was that other really good comic book show that got canceled after the first season? I remember the pedo Santa Claus guy creeped me out when I first saw it. Yeah, that was fucked up. And they had those like bug sex party things. Like it was wild. Like that show was crazy. Dude, what was that other show? High School something? It was like Assassination something. Right? FX. No, it was sci-fi. Sci-fi comic shows. What was that show called? Sci-fi. Oh my god. Assassin School? Deadly Class. Yeah, that show was fucking dope. I like the Latina in that show. Yeah, that show was dope too. It was really cool. Unfortunately, it only got one season. I think that show would have been really dope if it continued. But yeah, those shows were cool. But I think Happy, I wish that would have continued. Bum, 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 bum. Oh, now I know what you mean. Yeah. I mean, if you're curious on what I mean, this was one of the shows. I can't really do the audio because it's gonna get capped. But this show is pretty badass. That Latino was fire in the show. It was a bunch of like gangs and misfits and stuff, which was kind of cool. I remember the friend group was really cool. The thing that sucks is the season, obviously there's only one season of it, so it doesn't matter if I spoil it or not, because you're never going to finish it. It ended with a character dying, and I was like, yo! So, like, I was really excited to see where the show was going to go. But nothing's, like, Happy was over the top. Loved it. Like, Happy was so crazy. It was, like, super hyper violent, too. They shot it really well, too. Like, a really unique, like, camera angles and stuff. It was badass. And like I said, it had the stupid unicorn that just made it, like, so weird. Like, the CGI on the unicorn is actually not bad. For being a TV show, like, they just had really good, they had a really good style. They had creepy stories. Like, it was insane. I need to buy this comic book. But I wish they would bring this show back. Maybe they should make it a movie. Yeah, that dude was in it too. I forgot about him. It was so good, dude. I want to rewatch that show. What the fuck? I need to watch this? Yeah, it was good. I mean, here's the thing. Sci-fi had a lot of good shows that they didn't need to have. The Latina was very cute. Yeah, no, I love the Latina. She was great. She was like evolving into a character I was really excited to see, because I know she started dating the main guy at some point. I think they were still dating by the end of season 1. I don't remember, but like it was a good show. I don't remember if I watched the second season of Happy. Might have to go back and rewatch. Yeah, the second season had to do with because I think they still didn't catch the people that were in the you know, that were doing that kids show that would have like those weird sex animal party bug things. And then his partner, the chick cop, I think gets a little bit crazier in season 2, if I remember correctly. Yeah, dude, Happy's wild, dude. It's like, it's got such a good style, and people don't talk about it enough because it got canceled. But yeah, that actor's really good in it, and it's very violent too. So it was I highly recommend that. I just don't know where those shows are now. Like, I don't know where you can find them. I don't know if they're like on Amazon or Netflix or anything like that. But those were good shows. Taylor Hickson. Ugh. But yeah. I need to buy those graphic novels. I don't have those books. I need to check them out. I don't know if they're like just like one shots or what, but they're pretty cool. Anyways, what time is it? This is going to be a short stream. I think I started at 5:30. We've been streaming for about an hour. Okay. But anyways, chat, what y'all been up to? What y'all do this weekend? What'd y'all do? Dude, oh, can I just mention this? So, obviously, I fucked myself over yesterday by, I don't know if any of y'all have flown, if you've ever been to San Diego or what the case is. Burp. San Diego's airport sucks. And the reason why it sucks is it's in a shape of a circle, or at least the southwest area is in the shape of a circle, which is Terminal 1. And they don't have Chick-fil-A or anything like that that you can get. It's just all these other random restaurants, which I did have a good burger at this one place. But there's like nowhere to sit, which sucks. There's a lot of standing room area where people can eat. They should stand there. And there's like 2 stores. There's like one store to buy like little snacks and stuff, and then the other store is like a deli place. And I was like, I went to the airport 3 hours early. And I don't know why, but in my mind, I had the airport, like, I was imagining LAX's airport, which is LA's, in case you don't know that. And I was like, oh yeah, they have a Chick-fil-A, and they have some other stuff. I'm just gonna go over there. I'm gonna get some Chick-fil-A. I'm gonna sit down. I'm gonna read my book and stuff. And I was reading more of, I just got this book, but I was reading more of this book, which is the manga book. And I was like, I'm gonna read that. I'm going to come up with some stuff for my, the projects I'm working on at my job. I get there and I'm rolling up to the freaking stuff and I'm like, where's Chick-fil-A? And I'm like, oh no, this is the wrong fucking place. And I had to sit in that shitty San Diego airport for 3 hours. And I was like, bro, it sucked. Yesterday was annoying. And then, is one thing that grinds my gears about planes. Is, well, if you go on Southwest, they do this thing where they board A group first. And then, I don't know if it's midway through A group, or if it's right after all of A group gets on. Then they let families get on. And bro, there was so many fucking families on this plane yesterday. That when I got on, because I was in B group, I get on, and there are no window seats left. And I'm like, I don't know, if you've never been on a plane, you don't know this, like, annoyance. I think window seats are the best. Unless you're somebody that has to go to the bathroom all the time, you probably think an aisle seat is better. Everybody admits the middle seat sucks. Everybody. That's universally known. Middle seat always sucks. Unless you're sitting with friends or something like that, still sucks. So I always try to get a window seat. 9 out of 10 times, I always get a window seat. I go on this plane. I have to sit at the last aisle, at the very back, and it's still not a window seat. Because there was like, it felt like 40 families on this damn plane. And I'm like, dude, every time I'm like, oh, there's a window seat, a fucking little kid was in it. And I'm like, what the? And I go, oh, another window, little fucking kid. I'm like, oh my God, can we chunk one of these kids to the back, please? Put them in baggage claim. Because like, bro, I want my window seat. And I had to go sit. There was this dude just sitting there. I got an aisle seat. And then there was somebody that had to sit in the middle because the damn flight was full. And I was like, bro, I don't know what it is about coming back to my city. Flights are always full coming back to my city. Going to California, I always manage to not have to sit next to people, which is great. I don't know why. I don't know why that is. But I would think there would be more people going to California than coming to my city. I don't understand that, but it is what it is. That was just mad annoying. I was so annoyed. I was like, bro. You did not see any that blinked wrong on the plane, right? I don't know, man. I mean, I was just looking, and I was like, there's too many fucking kids in here. Too many kids. Luckily, they weren't really annoying kids. I will say I did have to share a shuttle with a kid, and his mom and her 2 kids. The little kid would not shut the fuck up. He did say fucking shit at one point, which I thought was hilarious. And his mom was laughing and I was laughing. I'm like, I'm so sorry. I shouldn't be encouraging that behavior, but that was funny. and the mom started laughing, and but yeah, he was just like fucking shit or some shit like that, dude. And I was like, okay, I wasn't expecting that. And then he was like he saw me like laughing, and he started laughing, and I was like, but he wouldn't shut up. That kid wouldn't shut up. But when he said fuck, was fucking funny. Should act like you're their long lost kid, right? Probably still wouldn't have got a window seat. But yeah, that was the only thing that sucked, was the flights back were kind of like cramped. Because here's the thing, when I sit in a seat, I don't know why, I try to be courteous of people around me. And so there was this chick that sat between me and this other guy. And I was like, yo, I've been in a middle seat before. I know how shitty it is. I will try to like scoot over as much as I can to give you like some space. And so like I was kind of like chilling and leaning this way on my chair, and just to give her as much space as she could, like for her shoulders. Which I think the other guy was probably leaning against the wall too, so she probably felt comfortable the whole flight. But yeah, that shit sucks. The middle seat is garbage no matter what, because you can't even like pretend to go to sleep anywhere. Like you have to sleep like this if you're gonna go to sleep. Like you have to. And if you're just like, if you doze off, you're falling on one of the other people. Do you get annoyed when movie theaters are packed? Yeah, I don't go to movie theaters like during the max times. I usually go like early in the morning if I can, because I know a lot of people aren't gonna go to those. But you know, the last theater I went to was The Flash. And I mean, packed theaters can be cool, and if it's a good crowd, it's an amazing experience. But if you sit next to assholes or people that talk the whole movie, it's super annoying. So, I don't know. If I go watch Barbie or Oppenheimer, it'll be early, since they're already out. But I haven't got to watch them yet. I don't even know if I'll have time. Sorry. Not the yawns. But yeah, packed theaters can be kind of annoying. I've had some bad experience. My worst experience, though, was definitely Spider-Man 3 or Godzilla. When I saw Godzilla in IMAX, I sat next to some frat boys that wouldn't shut the fuck up. And for some reason, they had like janitor keys on their belts. Like these dudes would go get like popcorn or something, and you'd hear them down the stairs. Like they were fucking gonna go clean the bathroom. They were mad. They were so fucking annoying. That ruined my experience. Granted, the Godzilla movies aren't that great, in my opinion. So I probably still wouldn't have liked the movie. But if I have a bad movie experience, it can definitely hurt my viewing of the movie. Well, actually, Birds of Prey was a bad experience too, because we sat next to these two older ladies that would not shut up. I'm like, bro. It's another reason why I don't like free screenings, because free screenings bring all the characters out. There are people out there that genuinely think because it's a free screening, they can act however they want. They're like, you didn't pay for anything, so like, why are you upset? I'm like, dude, I still had to show up and pay with my time. Like, it's not free, you know? It's not like I live at the theater and I can just watch these movies whenever I want. So like, that was a bad experience. But Spider-Man 3, I still remember that I sat next to these two young girls and they wouldn't shut up, and they were like talking during the movie. And at one point when I think it's, you know, Harry, I think is the Green Goblin in that third movie, he throws these like, you know, pumpkin bombs, and this girl's like, oh, the bomb's gonna blow up. Like, I'm like, yo, I was like, can you be quiet, please? And her friend was all like, what did he say? And I'm like, shut the fuck up, dude. Like, I'm trying to watch this movie. And I know it's a bomb. Of course we know it's gonna fucking blow up. Like, you don't need to be that obvious. And yeah, that was like definitely one of my worst experiences. Alice in Wonderland was bad too, because I sat next to this fucking drunk chick who would not shut the fuck up. Yeah, I've had some bad experiences. So, Avengers Endgame audience was crazy. Avengers Endgame was a good audience. Every theater I've been to recently, the person next to me has been on their phone. Yeah, on the phones. I've told some people to be like, hey, can you turn your screen off? I've definitely told people stuff before. I just think it's stupid when people get mad that you ask them to put their phone away or to be quiet. you're in a theater, bro. Like, we both paid for this movie. Like, neither of us is superior here, but we can both be like, we're supposed to be, the point of this is to pay attention to the movie. If you don't want to be on your phone, get the fuck out of the theater. Hey Juice, I'm on the final season of Attack on Titan already, and I like it so far. And it is bad, but I kind of agree with what Aaron is doing. Yeah, tell you, man. It goes down to if you watched Attack on Titan with a different perspective, the show changes. Because, like, again, you got to think about it in your own way. Like, if everybody in the world wanted to kill your friends, and you have the power to change that and to protect your friends, how far will you go? And he's going, some would say, too far. But he knows if he goes that far, his friends will be protected for life. So, it's pretty crazy. The drunk chick was in Wonderland? Yeah, pretty much. She was crazy. She was gone. Let me see. I'm getting some messages real quick. I asked my sister to get off her phone while we were in the theater, and she got all defensive and started an argument. But I didn't want to be disruptive, so I took it, walked out, and threw it? Jesus. Okay, that might be a little overreaction. But, yeah, I don't know. I do think it's fucked up to do that. To like, be on your phone, but I don't think you throw somebody's phone. That's a little crazy. I hate Gabby. Screw that character. Yeah, Gabby, I hate Gabby too. I mean, she did something that I was just like, that's unforgivable. Fuck you, Gabby. A lot of people hate Gabby, though. A lot of people do. So, that doesn't surprise me. Also, I don't know if you've gotten to that one scene where, I forget the cannon, the tank Titan, or the mobile Titan, or whatever they call them, the one that has a tank on their back. When she's, like, on all fours, and she's like, hola poco, or whatever. Like, if you hear it in Spanish, it just sounds so seductive. You're just like, yo, whoa. It's like, hola poco. I bet you I can find it. Let me see. I forget what her name is. The cart Titan. It's the cart Titan. Cart Titan in Spanish dub. Yeah, I was like, what the fuck? Yeah. Here it is. I hope I don't get copyright strike for this, but fuck it, I don't make money off of these anyways. But this isn't any spoilers, it's just one scene. Oh, peak, yeah. A lot of people don't like this art with the dashes. I don't mind it.
Good morning, Puck.
How do you say peak? So here's the thing. I'm gonna be really honest with you guys when it comes to dub. Sometime I will watch the dubs to learn how to say the damn names. Cause there are sometimes I think I'm saying the name right, and I'm not. So I'll listen to the dubs to make sure I'm saying the name properly. But for the most part, a lot of dubs are kind of trash. But I think they've gotten a lot better over the last like decade.
I guess it just feels more natural to me.
Here's the thing. I don't think that voice, this is the thing about the English dubs too, is I do not think that voice fits this character. And I think that's something that a lot of the English companies that do these dubs don't take into consideration, is that you need to match the voice with the character. That voice sounds kind of sexy. I don't know if Pike should be have a sexy voice for English dubs. I think it should be very different. But that, I mean, in this particular situation, sexy probably matches. But if that's her voice all the time, like, I don't think it's right.
Sorry if I scared you.
It just doesn't feel right. But this is the best one right here.
Buenos días, Poco.
Yo.
Oye, Pic, ¿qué
Estoy mucho más cómoda haciendo así.
It's just too hot, dude. I'm sorry. Spanish is one of the sexiest all-time languages. Like, just hands down. I'm sorry.
Yes, poco.
The way she spoke, it just sounds great.
Buenos días, poco.
It's the best, man. It's the best. You're just not gonna beat it. But yeah, I don't know. I think the dubs are the only time, and I want to see if you guys agree with this or not. I think One Punch Man is better dubbed than in subbed. Because I think that is the one time Japan didn't get it right. Because I think his voice, with how stupid One Punch Man is drawn with his goofy faces, he needs a goofy voice, and the Japan voice actor doesn't sound goofy. One Punch Man dub versus sub. Let's see. I hope this has it.
Having overwhelming strength is pretty boring, actually. When I'm
Like, there's
not
gotta
fighting
be some-
monsters, I never feel as if my heart's really in it anymore. I mean, I just do the hero thing as
I think just real simple, nice. That sounds sad. It just sounds sad. I need a funny part. Like a funny part you'll really be able to tell. Like something like right here.
Wait a second. That
Oh no, we need the dub.
should put an end to this as soon as I can.
See. So something stupid like that. I just think it's better dubbed.
Second. That guy might.
Man, you saved me. You're pretty amazing, aren't you? You could say you totally made the bugs bug out of here. But I'm.
I think it's just his sounds goofier. I think the dub is so much better. That's one of the rare cases. The other, of course, the most exceptional case is Dragon Ball Z. I think Dragon Ball Z is way better dubbed. Let's see. Yo, as crazy sounds like she wants some action. I really like the dub. I agree. Pike sounds sexual the whole time. Yeah, One Punch Man is great. Yeah. I actually haven't seen the dub of Attack on Titan because I started it subbed. I have this theory that if you, unless it's abhorrently bad, but I think if you start a sub, or if you start a dubbed anime, you're more than likely to finish all of it dubbed. But if you start it subbed and want to check out the dub, you'll think the dub is bad. I have that theory. I think a lot of people, no matter, like, whatever one you start off with is the one you're more willing to stick with. So that's why I often start with the subbed, just so I'm just like, all right, I don't even need to look at the dubbed. But it's also because, like, a lot of anime comes out subbed with English subtitles faster than it does dubbed, so that's why I watch it. So, because I want to watch it as it comes out. But, you know, the dubs take forever sometimes. But yeah, One Punch Man's great. And then freaking... Yeah, I haven't seen Attack on Titan. It's actually very good dubbed. And yeah, Demon Slayer, I watched all dubbed until the new seasons came out and have to watch subbed, and it throws me off. Yeah, so I did that with Naruto. So, like, I watched freaking Naruto. I watched that all dubbed. And then when it got to Shippuden, when I caught up to Shippuden and Shippuden wasn't dubbed, I had to switch over to subbed, and it was kind of weird. But what's crazy, though, is when I go back and listen to it, like, Naruto... I don't know, a lot of people didn't like Naruto's voice actor. I think it fits with the character, but I just don't watch it sub. I mean, now that I just watch it, I would watch it sub, so. The one I cannot stand Deku's voice English. Deku's voice is, I guess, can't do it. English dub. I cannot do Deku's voice. I do not like it. Let's see. Sorry if this is spoilers for anybody. Where the hell's Deku at? I'm gonna get in trouble if he doesn't say anything. Yo, wait, no, I'm spoiling this for myself. Yo, what the fuck? I'm spoiling it for myself. I'm not that far yet. Where's the first shit?
Even though this boy has a remarkable like his master, he is a he can't fight.
Wait, is that Deku's voice?
Fight for themselves.
No.
Stay by.
Yeah, I just don't like his voice. Well, okay, we didn't really even hear anything there. But, yeah, I have not caught up on any of this. Is this here? Endeavor? Oh, that's just, I just saw that, so I don't want to spoil anything for myself, actually. Deku's a crybaby. Yeah, that's what a lot of people say. I don't really mind it. I mean, because his character arc is like, I don't mind the story of Deku because he's a nobody, but he never gives up. And I think that's very relatable to a lot of people. I mean, unless you give up. Unless you're a bitch and you just give up, then it's not relatable to you. And you'll say people like Deku are crybabies. But, you know what, man? If you got to release your emotion in any way, but you're not going to give up, I fucking say go for it. I don't mind Deku. I just think his voice is annoying as a dub. So I don't watch it. I don't watch it dubbed. But I think he's cool in subbed. About to say, bro, stop. Yeah, I haven't seen. I know he goes to like vigilante mode and stuff like that, but I am not caught up. So I had to stop that because I was just like, yo, I just saw like episode 5 or something. So episode 5 of the new season, I should say, but I'm not that far. But I didn't get taken down, did I? I just want to hope so. I mean, everybody's on YouTube, so it's not gonna matter. I want to make sure I wasn't getting taken down. Same with Tanjiro. I love that character because no matter what demon stands in his way, he just keeps fighting. Yeah, Tanjiro is badass. Tanjiro, Nezuko. Yeah, pretty good stuff, man. I don't know if I like Tanjiro's voice either. I don't know. Let's see, Tanjiro. I don't think I like his voice. Let's see.
Protecting a demon is a clear violation. It'll be a spectacle.
Oh, hold on. I don't like his voice.
Or if he hadn't been born.
That's a good voice for him.
Hey, you. The Hashira are speaking. What are you looking at?
That's a good voice. You can't see his mouth, so.
Right. And let's do so with flair.
Okay, I'm gonna get in trouble for watching this. I just need to hear Deku talk. Where's Deku talking at? Oh, what does her voice sound like, actually?
Shinobu still looks as cool as ever.
Of course they went with a voice like that for her. Which it kind of fits. Where the fuck does Tanjiro talk? Does he not talk at all in this shit? Let's see.
Please, I'm asking you again, marry me. I beg you.
That kind of fits for him.
Why are you making such a scene in the middle of the road?
Yeah, I don't think I like it.
Clearly not interested in you.
Yeah, I don't like it. 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 He sounds so good subbed. He sounds so good subbed. Let's see. I actually kind of like Zetsu too. The way he cries is funny. His voice sounds great. He didn't say anything there. What the fuck? Yeah. I think his voice sounds great. Alright, I'm gonna get in trouble for watching anime. Like, I like legitimately, like, YouTube's gonna be like, hey, Japan says they want you dead for watching anime, so I gotta stop that. Let's see. Mugen Train, to me, is one of the best anime movies, in my opinion, just has everything. Mugen Train was really good. And Tanjiro dubbed is a lot better when he is fighting and just goes all out. Yeah, I mean, I do think a lot of people are probably better fighting. But yeah, like but there is a lot of just random dialogue, and I think it's those moments that, you know, kind of matter to me as well. Because that's a lot of the same thing with Deku, is Deku's very, like, he talks a lot. So does Naruto, which I just found out everybody was kind of talking about. What is, talking jutsu, or what did people say in the last stream when we were talking about Naruto? Like, I didn't know about that. Like, I was like, oh yeah, he does fucking talk a lot when I think about it. A no talk jutsu, or what do they call it? What was it called? I forget what the term was. What it was called. But yeah, I had never paid attention to that before. All right, we're at a minute 1 hour 30. It's probably only go a little bit more, maybe like 30 more minutes if anything. Did the new Fall Guys season drop? Maybe I play a game of Fall Guys. Shogun anime is best for me. Yeah, Shonen anime is great. Nothing's ever gonna beat Dragon Ball Z for me though. Dragon Ball Z is by far the best dub ever. Like, I mean, I'll play this one. This is my favorite scene. One of my favorite scenes from Dragon Ball Z. Actually, it's funny because, like, I am a Goku fan, but Vegeta has two of my top favorite moments in anime history. Well, in just Dragon Ball Z history. But, like, this part right here, this is such a good thing. If you guys haven't seen Dragon Ball Z, you're missing out. It's just such a fire moment in anime. I'm getting literal goosebumps right now. Like, legit goosebumps. The music is so fire, too. Like, it fits the emotion and everything that's happening in this scene.
I make you chocolate, or maybe make you cracker and cheese.
This is so good right here. The music is so badass.
And throw you into the wind.
The characters were goofy, but they were like super powerful too.
Trunks, Bulma.
So good, dude. It's so fire. Vegeta in a pink shirt. Yeah.
Even for you, Kakarot.
Yeah. Ah, it's so good, dude. There you go, Oppenheimer right there if you haven't seen it. That's Oppenheimer. So fucking good. The other one is the Final Flash. When he fucking does it versus Cell. Like, this is one of the best fucking moments too. Same music and everything. Everybody always rags on the power up, but y'all guys just don't know how fire this shit was. The music is so good when it powers up right here.
So that's what he's doing. He's trying to provoke Cell into challenging his attack.
This is the full clip, right?
Okay, that's one explanation. How about this one? Vegeta's lost his mind and he's gonna fry us all!
I love this show so much, man. Vegeta is still the reason Cell became perfect. Everybody forgets that. Everybody's like, oh, get on with it. But it was the fucking build-up that made it so epic, man. Everybody's attention spans are so bad now.
Trunks, let's go!
Dude, when this happened, when I saw it as a child, it was epic. Look at this, man. This scene right here. He fucking blows him off the world. I was like, yo! What? That's crazy! That shit was fire. Yep. That's how I am when I see boobs. Yeah, dude, that shit was so good. Let's see. I've seen this and still said, holy fuck. Yeah, dude, I love it, man. It's like people don't understand. Everybody thinks Dragon Ball Z is like too old and the power-ups are too long and it's so much filler or whatever. Dude, like, you just don't know. It's like one of those things, right? You had to be there, right? Like, I could see, like, Michael Jordan highlights all day, right? But Michael Jordan, seeing him perform live was so much better. Same thing with musical acts, right? Like, people can tell you Taylor Swift has got great music, but until you see Taylor Swift live, it's a total different experience. Same thing with, like, Lady Gaga, the Beatles, the Rolling Stones, fucking anybody. Like, yeah, you hear the music, you think it's great. It's different live, you know what I mean? And you had to be there in the moment. Or you had to be there when the thing happened in that era, right? And seeing Dragon Ball Z coming out, like, when it was being produced, you're just like, yo, dude, what? It was amazing. I still watch Dragon Ball Z when I'm sick. Dude, Dragon Ball Z is great. I always go back and watch clips. A few years back, rewatched every episode again. Because I have the DVDs. So, like, I was, like, rearranging the room and all that kind of stuff. And I just had it on my TV playing. Like, I was just going through all of them. But what people need to remember is if you ever buy those DVDs, you need to make sure you put on the American music. Well, if you saw the American version. Because what I realized was I was watching it for a while, and I was like, yo, these scenes are hitting different. Like, they're not, like, and not in a good way. I was like, they seem lame. I was like, where's the music? And you literally had to switch the music on these DVDs to make sure you were playing the American version. And I was like, what? And it was just so much better. And I was like, dude, this is fucking crazy. It's awesome. Sometimes someone uploads an entire arc on YouTube. Like, those fuck my time up a lot. Yeah, dude. I have sat there and watched, like, so many episodes. Like, it's crazy. Dude, when Super was coming out, when Dragon Ball Super was coming out, I was watching that, like, the moment it hit Crunchyroll. And, like, I was at my job at the time. I would just be like, I'll be back. And, like, I would just go to an area and I would just watch the full episode. And I'd be like, oh, that was awesome. My shit would be all, like, late and stuff. But I was, like, so into it. It was badass. I love Dragon Ball Z. It'll always be my all-time favorite anime. Like, no matter what. It's just so great. Bum, bum, bum. Everyone was talking about DBZ, man. The glory days. Dude, it was so great. The Ginyu Force always gets me. Yeah, dude. Jice! Like, yeah, the Ginyu Force was really good. I think that's, like, when I kind of fell in love with anime. Is just how goofy it could be, but, like... Because when you look at Dragon Ball Z, there's so much goofiness in it. But it's still, like, epic as hell. And it just goes to show you that, like... You can be goofy and awesome at the same time. Is Dragon Ball Super superhero movie good? Yeah, you should check it out. It was better than I thought it was going to be. And Gohan is legit. And if you've watched Dragon Ball Z, you know Gohan becomes a bitch. But he's legit in that movie. You should watch it. It's good. Definitely worth watching. Me and Clay saw that in theaters. It was dope. Did you like the Dragon Ball Z Evolution movie? I've never seen that movie. I've never seen it. I feel like I should watch that, like, and react to it one day. I don't know, like for a video. Is he now? Def checking it out. Oh yeah, dude. No, Gohan is actually legit in that movie. He definitely worth checking out. Clay was telling me that they're actually going to make that into the manga now. Like, they're going to convert that movie into the manga. So, that means he's going to be legit again in the actual canon. So, I think that's kind of cool. So, I'm excited to see that. But yeah, dude, I don't know, man. I absolutely love anime. I love that I mean, it's been a big part of my life. Like, I've definitely enjoyed watching. It's funny too, because like a lot of like dude bros that like hit the gym all the time, they fucking watch Dragon Ball Z too, you know? And it's so funny because you're like, bruh, like we got picked on for liking that, and now y'all fucking love that shit. But they were probably watching it and just not pretending like they didn't back in the day. But I mean, Dragon Ball Z it's great. I think Dragon Ball Z is probably the one, like, not the only anime, but one of the animes that is like beloved worldwide. Apparently, Dragon Ball Z is fucking huge in Mexico. Like, huge. And which I fucking love. That's awesome. Let me see. Like, Dragon Ball Z Mexico. I want to say they, like, paint them all on the walls and shit like that. Like, hold on. I want to make sure there's nothing bad here. Yeah, I don't see anything bad. So, like, they, like, paint Goku and shit onto the, like, taquerias and stuff down there. Like, Taco Goku. Like, it's, like, really big. Granted, this might be a little racist here. But, like, they're just, like, painting Dragon Ball Z down in Mexico. Like, no problem. Look at he's eating fucking... That's, like, Ice Cream Man shit right there. Like, they just, like, straight up do Bar Sayano. Like, but again... They love Dragon Ball Z down in Mexico, which I think is fucking pretty cool. So, you gotta love it. Gotta love it. Has there been any crazy Dragon Ball Z crossovers, like canon-wise, or just in general? Like, I mean, people take Dragon Ball Z and put Dragon Ball Z into everything. So like they've had, you know. I don't think there's any been like a... Because here's the thing. A lot of anime doesn't cross over because apparently in Japan, like IPs doing stuff like getting permission to use IPs is very strict apparently. Unless it's for like random shit like, oh, Mario's on bath soap or stuff like that. Apparently it's not hard for that. But I think if you want to take somebody's IP and do something with it, it's like extremely hard to do. I once had an ice cream truck with Naruto painted on it. It's true. DBZ is a religion in Mexico. I used to go on vacation and they'd be on the Cell arc while we were still in the Frieza saga. Yeah, see, it's nuts. But yeah, Dragon Ball Z is like huge in Mexico, which I think is great. What's up, John? How you doing? But yeah, I think it's really nice to see that Dragon Ball Z has like transcended just the world, it feels like. I'm trying to see what else is out there that I think might be funny for that. But yeah, like they always had like a lot of knockoff toys and stuff too, which that was funny that they were making in Mexico. I don't know if there's any other crazy anime stuff for Mexico. Like, look at these knockoff toys, though. They're so bad. But you know what? I'm not going to lie. When I had anything that even closely resembled Dragon Ball Z toys, I was so hyped. I have a shitload of Dragon Ball Z toys still, though. I have them in my closet. They're just, like, all piled in a box. I really did not like Barbie, and I'm bummed about it. Ooh, that sucks. Dragon Ball Z brings the Mexicans, whites, blacks, and Asians people together. That's how I got some friends in school. Worth millions. What you mean? Wait, what's worth millions? Dragon Ball Z? Yeah, I mean, I agree. Did I say something that it's not? Did I say it's not worth something? I could be wrong. If I did, I don't know what I said. I already forgot it. But yeah, no, I mean, I've made a lot of friends through just anime in general. I don't know where I have those DVDs packed away somewhere. Those toys. Oh, okay, got you. Yeah, those toys are worth millions. They're great. They're great. You know, I stand corrected. Those things they're actually one of a kind works of art. I agree. Bad Bunny as Goku? Oh God. Now, granted, as much as bad as that would be, have you seen Bad Bunny in WWE? He's actually not bad. Dude can take a beating. He got thrown through some tables recently, which was crazy. He's actually pretty good in WWE. I don't really listen to Bad Bunny. Like, not a big fan of his music, but as a performer, yeah, he's pretty awesome. Same thing with Logan Paul. Hate Logan Paul. I think Logan Paul is a super douchebag. As a wrestler, he's pretty solid. As much as I hate to admit that, he's pretty entertaining. Sucks on the mic though. He sucks on the mic. He needs to get better on the mic. He has like 5th grader comebacks. He needs to be better. But in-ring ability is fantastic. So pretty solid stuff. By the way, is anybody reading the Chainsaw Man manga? Anybody far in the Chainsaw Man manga? Because I need to know if I'm gonna like this particular character. Let me see. Chainsaw Man characters. I've seen an image going around where it's Deji saying she touched my wiener. I keep seeing that all over the place. I don't know what the context is, but there is one character. I need to get her name because I recently saw a statue that I want to buy. I want to buy this statue. Also, that's the one thing I've noticed going to Comic-Con is I'm kind of over I like these small little statues that are like this. They're cheap, they're cool, you know, they're good quality for like 25 to 30 bucks. Not bad. But my heart genuinely is more into statues like that. You know what I mean? You can't see the Batman statue I have over here, but I have a Batman statue over here too. That's kind of fire. And even that statue back there, this one right here of Akano from High School DxD, that's actually a solid little statue as well. I like more detailed statues, but I'm willing to pay more for a cool statue that's going to be like this big, you know, instead of buying a bunch of small ones. Like I have some Demon Slayer ones that I'm going to kind of end up selling. Like I have the boxes right here. They're just like some small Demon Slayer ones. I'm going to sell these because I think I want to buy like better Demon Slayer statues. But let me get this character's name. I can't really show the stat. Well, if there's one photo that's not bad, maybe I can show it because I don't know this character's name. But this particular site has naughty and nice versions of the character. But I want this. Okay, I don't know if it'll stay on this photo by itself. Can I pull this? I can't pull this photo. Fuck. Okay. Rezi? Is that the character's name? Or is it R18 is the studio. Is it Rezi? Let's see. Okay, yeah. What the heck? I can't tell if this is from Chainsaw Man or not, but is there a character named Rezi in Chainsaw Man? If so, am I gonna like this character? Because they have like a missile head kind of thing going on, and it looks awesome. Okay, I don't think... Is there anything spicy on this? Okay, I don't think they're showing anything spicy here. It looks like this character right here. Is this character fire? She's got like a bomb head. She looks badass. Send the link in chat. Did you get any new stuff at Comic-Con? Yeah, I got this Batman tumbler that's in here. I got an autograph from Tom King. And I got some spicy anime stuff. I bought some 18 plus stuff that I didn't get at AX, and I bought it here at Comic-Con to make up for it. Okay, I think if I keep it on here, I don't think it'll show the bad stuff. Long as I don't go to the next page, it won't show the bad stuff. So here we go. This is the site that I go to check out the toys. It's called Fanatic Anime Store. There's good and spicy stuff here. It won't show the bad stuff as long as I don't click on the next stuff. But it's this figure right here. I think this figure looks amazing. Look at that base. The base looks crazy. It's her bomb head exploding, and then she's on top of it. But then there's this figure here that is real fabric, removable fabric, so let your imagination go crazy. But the cool thing is you can take this head off and put it on this body and vice versa. You can switch the heads, and you get both of these figures. But I think it looks badass. Like, I think this figure is amazing, and I just want to put the bomb head on this body. There's other photos that show that. I can't show them to you, though. Only watched the anime. Yeah, I've only watched the anime too, and she's not in it yet. Unless I missed it. I don't think she's in the anime. So, I don't think she's in the anime yet. But I want to buy that statue. There's also another statue too. I think this statue is pretty fire. And I can't wait. Can I don't think this one will show up. Okay. Yeah, if I don't show it here. This statue is pretty fire too. I think this statue is, she's got the blood stuff around it. I think that statue looks pretty fire for a power. But there's some like really good statues. There's some really good statues of, oh my God, what is the boss's name with the orange eyes? She has some really badass statues too that I kind of want to pick up. But those are the kind of things I want to buy. Like, I want something that looks really good on a desk instead of something that just looks kind of like you just bought it really quick and threw it there. You know what I mean? Granted, no hate on Bunny Girl Senpai. If there was like really good Bunny Girl Senpai figures that were high quality, I would buy those too. I love Bunny Girl Senpai. They hunt a gun devil. She could be in it. Makima is the boss, right? Yeah. Makima. Yeah, she's fantastic. I don't know if there's a safe version that I can show of hers. I mean, she has some good ones. But like, I don't think I can show any. Hold on. Makima is, yeah, she has some not safe for work ones on here. This one's pretty fire, I think. Does it got a good face? Yeah, I don't think this one shows anything, actually. This one's nuts. I don't think this is the best one. There's like some people have gotten really good at sculpting her face, but just the overall, like, look at this. She got Deji there fucking getting ripped apart, and it looks like the bomb chick is there too, and so is all the people that like he's fought already. You got like hands coming out of the base here, which is kind of crazy. Like, that just looks really nuts. Like, this is an insane figure. But I'm just not really sold on her head there. There is a better one. I just don't know if there's a close-up of it because I can't show everything else. And there's not like a close-up of just her face. Actually, I lied. Wait, I can't. Hold on. I don't want to do the quick view. Because this figure 100% can't show on screen. But this, look at this. This is just the head of the figure. I can't show the rest of the figure because it's TOS. But look at how good that is. Like, the quality of that figure, the head, it looks fucking great. Like, that's badass. Like, look at the detail in the eyes. Like, they have all the circles. The hair looks very anime. Like, the paint job on it's really good. Like, that's the kind of shit I want to buy. Like, that looks fire. You have to go to that website if you want to see the whole figure itself. But it's badass. Like, those things are really dope. That's kind of where I want to put my money now in collectibles, is like really high quality shit. Because that Batman, even though I can't move it and I can't really do anything with it, it stays where it is until I want to find a new place for it. That shit's awesome. Like, it's great. So, I want to get more stuff like that. Oh, I just realized I need to go to, I'm probably going to get my hair cut. Maybe not tomorrow, but on Monday. There's an anime store that has like a life-size Goku statue that I wanted to check out. I've seen it a few times online, but apparently they have the life-size Goku statue at this shop, and I want to see if it's actually got good quality or if it's like shit quality. Anyways, we are approaching the 2-hour mark, ladies and gentlemen. This was going to be a short stream. I do got to get some work done, and I got to drive back to my brother's house to go house sit. But we're going to be ending the stream here in the next few minutes. So, check out equals make out. Just making out with the Goku statue. There's actually a Vegeta one there too that looks pretty fire. Because the Goku one I think is Ultra Instinct, and I think what did they call Vegeta's new form? Like, he didn't go Ultra Instinct, but it was like Ultra Blue or something like that. I forgot what he did in Super. Good TikTok. I don't know, man. I think TikTok is the fucking, you know, like, what is it? Ice cream so good. Yum. Yum. Flowers. Flowers. Bananas. Ice cream so good. Yum. Like, it's that right now. Royal Blue? I guess that would make sense. Yeah, I never really knew what that was called, but yeah, I think that's what his statue is. It looks pretty crazy too. Yes, yes, yes. So yeah, I'd have to do that. But anyways, ladies and gents, that is going to be it for this stream. Hold on. Let me tell you when the next stream is going to be. I'm going to try to do it Monday, if possible. I don't know if I have anything scheduled for the next stream, because we tried to make out what the next streams were going to be. But since we actually talked about Comic-Con this stream, okay, so here we go. I actually don't have anything planned for the next stream yet. We'll come up with something. I was not expecting to be able to stream today, so we did stream today, and so the next stream will be on Monday. I do not know what time my brother gets home, and he's probably going to want me to pick him up from the airport. So that stream might become the 25th. It is possible that that becomes the 25th, but right now it's the 24th. And then from there, on the 26th on Wednesday, we're going to either do Final Fantasy or I'm going to do Only Up. So, yeah, just keep an eye out for that. And a Friday, hopefully we'll want to try to do a Gang Beast stream. So if you are somebody who likes Gang Beast, you want to come by. Are you ever gonna cut the top of my hair? Probably not, young. Not that I know of. Not anytime soon. So yeah, these are the future streams that I'm trying to plan out right now. But, you know, subjects to change. Not official. They always change. I'll figure out what we're going to do Monday. But that'll be the next stream, barring me having to push it to Tuesday. But that is going to be it, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. As always, I am your host, Juicebox. Remember to wake up in the morning and ask yourself something about my daily dose of juice. See you guys next time.